What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got a big recruiting update for Michigan as the Wolverines have just landed two more new commitments today from a 4-star receiver and a 3-star linebacker. Plus we'll go over other predictions put in for Michigan as they are not done yet adding on the recruiting trail following the big official visit weekend. And we also recap the weekend, how some of those official visits went for some recruits and what they are saying. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we got some good recruiting news today as the 2025 4-star wide receiver Jacob Washington committed to Michigan earlier today. He's a 6'3" receiver, taller receiver that the Wolverines definitely needed. I did just make a video on him and everything you guys need to know about him and what he brings to Michigan. So if you guys haven't watched it, make sure you go ahead and watch that after this video. But he is from Archbishop Shaw High School in the state of Louisiana, which is also where the 3-star running back commit Jasper Parker goes to school. Ranked 320th nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. And yesterday, Michigan did get a crystal ball prediction in from Sam Webb of the Michigan Insider. So his commitment was expected, especially since his teammate Jasper Parker committed, and he said he was going to try and recruit him to Michigan. And Jacob Washington was a part of the huge official visit list over the weekend. So now Michigan also got a commitment from the 2025 3-star linebacker Chase Taylor, as he announced earlier today as well. So 2 commitments for Michigan today from Jacob Washington and Chase Taylor, and 4 in total in the last 2 days following the big weekend. Chase Taylor is a 6'3", 200-pound linebacker from Stockbridge High School in Georgia. Michigan had multiple crystal ball predictions going in their favor. So again, another guy Michigan was expecting to commit, and he chose Michigan over others like Georgia Tech, South Carolina, Clemson, Florida State, Kentucky, LSU, Tennessee, USC, and others. Now, he recently even told A.J. Howland of the Wolverine that following the visit, Michigan was the #1 team in his recruitment, and that Michigan, it feels like home. And he also told him that it's a brotherhood, can't wait to get to work, go blue. He did say that he had a bond with Brian Jean Mary already while he was at Tennessee, and that just carried over at Michigan and they clicked. But I said development is definitely big. I definitely want to make it to the next level, so it's going to be big for me. Michigan, they do like him. At his length and athleticism as a linebacker. So he's a very intriguing prospect. And obviously over the weekend, Michigan, they landed 2 commits, both from IMG Academy, as they landed the 4-star running back Donovan Johnson and the 3-star offensive lineman Caden Strayhorn. Now, we did talk about Donovan Johnson already. He is a recruit who suffered an ACL injury, still recovering from it. As a freshman, he was a top running back in the class and has 5-star potential, so potentially a steal for Michigan. And then Caden Strayhorn, we didn't talk about him committing, but we did post a community post about him. He's obviously the Michigan State legacy recruit, as his dad went to Michigan State, so Michigan able to land him was pretty huge. He's a 6'3", 300-pound offensive lineman, and he posted on Twitter saying, "Rating my own legacy." So that was a big time pickup there for Michigan. Both of those were huge pickups for Michigan in the 2025 class, and they are not done adding. There has been new predictions put in for Michigan. Obviously yesterday we talked about a couple of them. The 3-star wide receiver Philip Wright picked up a new prediction by Sam Webb yesterday. He already had one from Steve Lorenz. The 4-star tight end Andrew Olesh picked up a couple from Steve Lorenz and Tom Loy. And we also talked about the 4-star top 100 receiver Andrew Marsh. There's been a couple of on-3 predictions put in by E.J. Holland and Steve Wiltfong from Michigan to land him. So definitely should see some more commits start to come in here soon. Another guy who is set to make his decision in the month of July, it'll be July 1st at noon, is Hardy Watts, the 2025 4-star offensive lineman. Michigan currently has a crystal ball prediction going in their favor, and we'll be choosing between Michigan, Wisconsin, and Clemson. Now, Clemson does have a crystal ball prediction going in their favor as well, but right now I do think Michigan does have the slight edge right now, so especially since Michigan got the last official visit from him this past weekend. So Hardy Watts deciding July 1st. Another guy who should be deciding soon is the 2025 4-star defensive lineman Maxwell Roy, who we have talked a lot about. From the state of Pennsylvania, is ranked 152nd nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings. And Michigan does have 3 crystal ball predictions in their favor right now, and he is coming off an official visit to Michigan. It's mainly between Michigan, Ohio State, and Rutgers, but I did talk about his official visit with E.G. Holland of On3 and the Wolverine. Said some of the big highlights were spending time with defensive line coach Lou Esposito and coach Sharon Moore, also with players like Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant. He said they taught me a lot about what it's like going to Michigan, and he said the thing for me is the culture. The culture is amazing there. He said they consider me a very versatile player that can play any position, mostly the inside on the defensive line. So the scheme works and it would be great to play in. Said Michigan's very high on his list. To put it short, they're the national champs and they're successful because of the culture they have. It's hard not to want to be a part of that. So Maxwell Roy should be making a decision real soon. There isn't an exact date, but he has gotten all his official visits out of the way now, and now should be deciding real soon. Michigan currently has the lead, trying to beat out teams like Ohio State and Rutgers. Another guy who took an official visit to Michigan was the 2025 4-star top 100 linebacker Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng from IMG Academy. Another big-time target for Michigan. But Boateng told Steve Lorenz of the Michigan Insider, "There's a brotherhood at Michigan that really stood out to me." So we went in to watch their Saturday team-led practice and workout, and what really stood out was that basically everyone stayed to keep working and work on getting better after it was over. So that's something that really makes you interested. He also said that he has a good relationship with Brian Jean Mary ever since he was at Tennessee, and also said that Coach Moore put in a ton of time with my family. He did say that he wants to narrow it down to 3 schools in the near future, and Michigan should certainly be a part of that list. Michigan, they already got 2 IMG Academy guys out of Caden Strayhorn and Donovan Johnson, so that could definitely help Michigan in getting Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng. And another guy who took a visit was the 2025 4-star linebacker Kamar Archie, which Clemson has been in the lead a little bit here recently, but Michigan still isn't out of it, mainly down to Clemson, Rutgers, and Michigan. And he told Brian Doan of 24/7 Sports that I'm really shooting for about 2 weeks from now, hopefully early July. Don't have an exact date yet of when he is going to decide. We did talk about the visit to Michigan, and said what stood out to me was really the players, being able to talk to the guys and really understand why so many of those guys stay and why they're so close. They really build something as a team, and it's a bond that cannot be broken. And he said, I can see myself at every place I've been. These next couple weeks is going to be just sit back and reflect. But Michigan recruiting, again, really taking off right now. You'll love to see it in this momentum. Hopefully it keeps going into the summer, and I think it should. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you're new around here. I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.